Colossians chapter 3, verses 23 and 24. And whatever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ. We have so many ways and opportunities that we can serve our neighbors during this time of uncertainty. Becca Melton and Kelly Mesmer are doing a great job in keeping the residents of Spring Hill and Columbia informed as to what people need and the hours stores and businesses are open. They have launched the Spring Hill Shares campaign. Chris Dowdy has provided the community with ways we can provide the Tennessee Children's Home with meals to help ease the burden placed on the house parents by providing 3 meals a day for the boys in their care. And we don't want to forget about our healthcare workers and first responders, as they provide our communities with safety and health care during these trying times. Things we can do for each of these efforts is pay attention to our small business owners, doing our best to support them during this time of stay at home. Provide gift cards and money towards meals to help relieve the stress of the house parents, and providing our first responders and hospitals with gift cards, money, or meals to help brighten their days during the stress of their jobs. Paul, in writing to the Colossians, is specifically speaking to slaves and bondservants, but we can apply this message to our lives. Our society is looking for a source of hope and a sense of purpose. We can be that sense of hope as a congregation of the Lord's people. We have the talents, abilities, and connections with the community to bring hope and purpose to a community who is looking all around for it. Paul continues on to the Colossians that this is not for you to receive fame and accolades here on earth, but more importantly, we will receive the inheritance from the Lord Christ. We read about the church doing this very thing in Acts chapter 4, verses 32 through 35. Verse 32 reads, Now the multitude of those who believed were of one heart and one soul. Neither did anyone say that any of the things he possessed was his own, but they had all things in common. The people of this time were so connected and so invested in each other's lives, they made sure everyone had what they needed. Verses 34 and 35 read, Nor was there anyone among them who lacked, for all who were possessors of lands or houses sold them, and brought the proceeds, the things that were sold, and laid them at the apostles' feet, and they distributed to each as anyone had need. They were selling land and possessions and giving the proceeds to the apostles. This gave the apostles the time and the resources to go around telling about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Reread this in verse 33. We too can be creative in our approach of how we help each other. We have the blessing of technology where we have the access to reaching people from the comforts of our own homes. We also have the blessings of social media to spread the gospel to thousands of people with a single post. The opportunities we have are limited simply by our own imaginations.